Good morning team, Gavin here from Growing Younger from a very windy Auckland, and today's video is about how I would do things differently if I was to regain all my weight, put it all back on, didn't do any fitness, didn't do any eating healthy. So really what I want to talk about really is like, you've got to be able to have a bit of a blueprint, and I want to tell you how I would kind of do it differently, because what I did was quite extreme at the beginning, all right? And I wouldn't recommend that, but I did have some stick-with-itness and I got through it and learned some better ways. So what I've learned over the years is that weight loss itself is extremely simple. Okay, it is creating a calorie deficit, maintaining a calorie deficit, and you'll always be able to lose that weight and keep it off. However, the tactics, the implementation is harder than you think, all right? Because it's more about our behaviors. We're not very good at changing behaviors for long periods of time. So I'm going to give you 3 tips, maybe 4, about how you can simply do this with very little effort, and it is very little effort, but if you stuck with it for the next month or so, I pretty much guarantee you would lose 2 to 3 kilos if you do that, right? Big bold promise. So what would you do? Number 1, for me, I had a huge trigger for me. I needed to lose weight. I was sick of it. Like, up until I was 30, I was on a yo-yo diet. I would gain copious amounts of weight, lose weight, gain weight, like no energy, no muscle, knackered all the time, right? So as a shift worker, so it didn't help, but it's not an excuse. It was just the circumstances of the day. So what I would do is, what I did was I had a really powerful why trigger. What is it for me? Hated being like I was. So I talk about this all the time. You need to have a reason why you're going to do this in the first place. And if something's triggered you off and you've gone, damn it, I just hate this, use that as your motivation. Write it down, stick it on your window or your mirror on your phone, and just use that hatred to give you the sort of momentum you need. I hate being this way. I hate looking this way. I hate my saggy arms. Whatever that is for you, use that as your motivator, okay? Because you need something to drive you. And sometimes like having a why around, I want to be there for my children or whatever else, isn't powerful enough. But if you hate something, change it, okay? So that's number 1. Have that trigger for you, recognize what it is, and remember what it is, why you're doing it. Number 2, I would dramatically reduce calories from liquids. So I was drinking up to 6 coffees a day, right? 6 coffees a day. Lattes, okay? Each latte is 161 calories. Now, I'm not amazing, I meant arithmetic, but let's just say that's nearly 700 to 800 calories per day, if not more, okay? So what I did was, I looked to switch that to black coffees with a dash of skimmed milk. That in itself was a significant amount of calories I would no longer drinking. And actually cut down the volume as well, right? So I was only drinking 3 coffees a day, and I stopped drinking them at 12. Because that leads on to the 3rd tip I'm going to give you, 4th tip I'm going to give you. And I was able then to dramatically cut a whole bunch of calories out. Because I understand that it's a calories game in and out. You might not believe that yet, and that's fine, but trust me, try it, But if you do some research on calories, you will really start to understand it is a calories game. Look at the studies, don't listen to people's blogs and opinions. Look at scientific hard data, and it'll tell you that it's a calories game, okay? We all know that because food companies write the bloody calories on the back, okay? And everyone recommends a calorie controlled diet, so it's kind of true, all right? So that's that one. So and that goes the same for alcohol, pops, all those things. If you can just reduce those things by 300 calories a day, so let's just say I swapped out 3 of my lattes for black coffees. I can still have my other lattes and I can get to those calories, okay? The second thing I would do is I wouldn't worry about a gym yet. I wouldn't, well, not unless you're going to hire a personal trainer and you know what you're doing and you love the gym, right? So I probably wouldn't do that, but what I would do is start walking. And I would be aiming for a minimum of 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio per week, because I know if I can go for a walk 20 minutes a day, it's digestible. It's something I can easily fit into my day. And when I do that, it needs to be frictionless. It needs to be easy to start with. It needs to be something you can do to give you more confidence to carry on going. So I would start doing that. Now, I've had I've actually had clients that's done this and hadn't done any gym, just walked, okay, because they didn't like the gym. I also had a friend of mine that just started walking as well, and he lost 8 kilos within a matter of 2 or 3 months, okay, just by going for walks. and his walk started off like 10 minutes a day around the block, then 20, then 30, and then he was like basically power marching 10, 12 Ks, right? So that's what happens. Your capacity gets bigger, your fitter you get, the lighter you get, you can do more of it. So start doing some walking, okay? And the third thing would be getting adequate sleep. And I'm not going to delve into like it's, you know, magic and everything else. Let's just think about this. If you were more well rested, okay, or like I used to, you know, go to bed a bit earlier, then what happens is you are more able to make better decisions around doing healthy activities, because if you're not knackered, then you're less likely to want to sit on the couch and stuff your face with Doritos. So if you get some adequate sleep, then you're going to do it. So how do you do that? Well, number one, you set a go to bed alarm. You set the go to bed alarm for 8 to 9 hours before you go to bed, and then you have a good sleep, and then your hunger hormones are going to be better in check because you're not tired anymore, okay? So get some sleep. So that's kind of the 3 or 4 things. Just have a reason why. You know, write that, you use that hate of yourself to do something. Number 2 is going to be reduce your calories from liquid. Number 3 is going to go for that walk, and number 4 is get some sleep. And if you do those 4 things, I guarantee you that you will be successful in the short term with your weight loss, and those things will become habits that you should be able to stick to for long periods of time. So the amount of times I have a latte these days, never, pretty much. I go to bed every day and I have a good sleep every single day. I walk now every single day, and I go to the gym every single day. But I wasn't that person when I first started. It takes time, it takes habits. But they're the 4 easy things I think most people can get on with. And that's it from me. I'm going to go back before I get blown away. Have a good day, guys. Bye.